Hey! Get your hands off of her! Get the f away from me! I have my daughter! You get the f away from me! Back the f off of my daughter! Right now! Get in the f***ing car! Get in the f***ing car! You're on camera, bro. I'll take this to the cops. Don't keep walking up to me. Stop walking up to me. Babe, go. Get her out of here right now. I love you, bub. Don't worry, I'm going to the cops. I got you. I got your license plate, mother... I am sorry that I scared you.
You didn't scare me, you scared me.
Okay. I'm sorry that I put you in that situation. Okay. Look at me. I will not stand there and watch a man put his hands on a woman. Okay. I'm sorry I put you in that position, Bug.
That's fine. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Nigga, that go my brother. You better leave me alone about me and my bitch. Nigga, you better go home. Nigga, this me and my hoe. You better stay out of this.
And then,
That's
boom.
how niggas die.
That's cool.
Me or you gotta die about this
cool.
bitch.
And it's chances.
And now both our mamas sad.
The
'Cause
Vegas,
niggas-
the
Nah,
Vegas
man.
odds got me winning that fight.
Man,
Charles.
this ain't about no fight, nigga. We got to die behind my bitch. You interfering with me and
You
my
don't
bitch.
even love her.
Nigga, I love my bitch.
How you gonna love her and you gonna put your hands on her?
Same reason you whoop your kids and tell them you love them, and this why you doing this.
No.
Yeah, I'm shooting out anger. Man, nigga ain't got no business getting in my business, what I'm saying. This is my bitch. Nigga, you better leave us alone. Now everybody finna die. Cause you want now your kids finna be without their father cause you want to save this bitch.
I'm gonna be at home.
You don't know that.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be at home.
Because what ends up happening is always the good guy that loses his life. It ain't never the bad. We don't watch this situation hold, so that's why I don't get into domestic situation. If I see a nigga whooping this bitch, I mind my business.
Yeah, that's some sucker shit.
Cause I done got involved before and the bitch say, it's all right, Blue. Oh, okay, shit. This what they do. Let me get out of this. This what they do.
No.
I done seen a lot of niggas play Captain Save a hoe trying to jump in a relationship, save a woman, and this nigga get killed, and she be putting money on that nigga books that killed you for trying to save her.
Well,
She coming to see that nigga, she writing that nigga, she still taking care of that nigga, and you done jumped in. Now your family is sad, and this bitch still fucking with this nigga that was slapping on her. Nah, I ain't one of them kind of niggas. Yeah. Nah, that was a sucker role. My nigga will be at the funeral and say, man, my nigga went out like a sucker.
Okay, people, what's going on? So I know it's been a while since I've done one of these kinds of videos, but here we are once again. So once again, we have a man who is putting himself in harm's way, trying to be a hero and protect a woman. But the problem with this is he's also putting two other women in harm's way. And those women just so happen to be his wife and his daughter. So what it looks like is this man, his wife and his daughter are all out enjoying an afternoon of riding their motorbikes. When they come to an intersection, and at that intersection, there appears to be a man and a woman in an altercation, and it looks like the man is assaulting the woman. The altercation looks pretty one-sided. Now, it's important to note that the video doesn't actually show us how this altercation got started or what it's about, but whatever it's about was intense enough for these people to get out of their cars and to begin fighting at that intersection in traffic. So this is a pretty serious altercation. Now, the fact that this altercation actually spilled out of the car, that should have been enough for the man on the motorbike to kind of stay away from this situation. I mean, if these people were initially in the cars and they were having some sort of altercation and it was so serious that they felt the need to get out of the car and have it out, that's a situation that is ugly and it ain't got nothing to do with you. And you just need to leave that alone. So that's the first failure on this man's part. Now, the alleged assailant, when he is confronted by the man on the motorbike, he is going to actually approach this person and say, what are you going to do once he is confronted? Now, as he is approaching the guy on the motorbike with the family actually pulls out a weapon, as you see, and he points it at him and he says, you know, back off. I'm with my family. I'm with my daughter. And the woman who he was allegedly assaulting actually steps up to protect him. She actually comes over and tries to get between the man who was allegedly assaulting her and the man who's trying to protect her. Now, that's actually a very important detail simply because, like I said before, we don't know how this altercation got started, but whatever started it, it was serious enough for them to get out of the cars and do this in public and in traffic. And since this woman is actually stepping between her alleged assailant and the person who's trying to help her, that means that this brand of foolishness is what they do on a regular basis. Now, like I said before, the man who is allegedly assaulting this woman is going to approach the guy. He pulls out the gun and he starts talking about, I have my daughter with me. get away from my daughter. Now, this is a coward move because what the man is essentially doing is hiding behind his daughter. Your daughter would not be in any kind of danger if you did not decide to put her in danger. The man on the motorbike decided to put his wife and his daughter in danger by engaging a threat that he knew nothing about the situation, and now he's risking their physical safety and potentially his legal status and freedom by essentially hiding behind his daughter, making the situation out to be that this man is approaching his daughter and he is a threat. And like I said, we don't know the situation, but you decided to engage in this and bring this danger towards your family. Now, the guy with the gun is actually going to tell the man to get back in the car. He's going to tell him to go away, get away from my family, get back in your car. Now, this is stupid for several reasons. What happens when that man goes over to the car and he pops back out of the car and he has a gun in his hand? And now your family is in a direct line of fire if he decides to start shooting. Better yet, since this man and this woman are so unhinged that they started fighting at the intersection, they actually got out of their car and started fighting. What happens when they take that unhinged energy back into the car and they decide to run you and your family down? It makes no sense. You're making the situation infinitely worse. Now, luckily, this situation ended without any real incident, but if that was not the case, somebody would have definitely lost their life, and it would have most likely have been that man or his family. It's always the innocent people that get caught up when people are doing stupid stuff or when people are trying to play hero. Now, towards the end of the video, we see the man and his family actually ride off, and the man says, "I got your license plate number and I'm taking it to the cops." Okay, here's the problem. You could have done that from the start. You did not have to put your family in danger. You could have just gotten that license plate number and you could have went to the cops. You are with your wife and your daughter. Your wife and your daughter did not sign up to be heroes, and they certainly didn't sign up for you to put them in harm's way by engaging a threat you know nothing about with two unhinged lunatics. Now, like I said before, throughout this video, you can actually see the woman who was allegedly being assaulted protecting the man who was allegedly assaulting her. And even when the man and his wife and daughter ride by them, you can see the woman actually flipping the guy off. So this woman would have definitely testified against you had you discharged your weapon and put her male companion down. So you put yourself in a bad situation for absolutely no reason. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this situation is exactly what Charleston White was talking about. If you guys follow my channel, you know I've played that clip a dozen times, and I'll probably play it a dozen more because it fits this situation perfect. I think it's really important for people to understand that when you are out with your wife, your child, right, the people who belong to you, it is extremely important that you realize that everyone else is cannon fodder, and your number one priority is to get your people home safely. No one else matters. Now, it is important to note that this man did apologize to his wife and his daughter, but the problem is, despite him apologizing for putting them in that situation, he actually speaks to his own mentality about why he did it. This man is actually going to go on to say that he's not going to stand idly by and allow a man to put his hands on a woman. So despite the fact that he's apologizing to his wife and his daughter for putting them in a deadly situation, he's actively telling them that he's going to end up doing it again if he ever sees this kind of situation again. So we can't really even say that he's sorry because he plans on doing this again. Now, for all of you out there, if you want to throw your lives away by protecting women out of some antiquated sense of chivalry, go for it. But once you have a wife or a daughter, they deserve and you owe 100% of your loyalty to them. That's who you're supposed to be potentially laying your life down for, not some random woman in the street. We can even look at this from the standpoint of this man being out by himself. Assume that he was out by himself, but he still has his wife and his daughter at home waiting for him. In that situation, it's still the most appropriate thing for him to disregard that situation, just get the license plate, and then phone it in. You have a wife and a daughter who depend on you, waiting for you at the house. Those are the people that you owe your allegiance to. Now, like I said, this was not the first time that these people had done this because they got out of the car. Their heated arguments are probably a normal thing. It's not the first time they've done this. It's just the first time you've seen them do it. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to women, your job is not to necessarily die for them. Their job is to find a man who is willing to die for them. And that woman in this situation, she found a man who was willing to delete her, and she likes that guy. She was protecting him. But you, or I should say the man in the video, he is a married man with a daughter. So he has found a woman who is depending on him to lay his life down if necessary in her defense. And his daughter 100% is reliant on him to lay his life down if need be. That is where your loyalty lies, not with some street. So in summation, let's make better decisions as men. I understand the masculine desire to protect women, but it's a woman's job to find a man that's going to take care of her in every way, not just rely on the kindness of strangers. Don't be the stranger that lays his life down for a woman who's just going to go back to the man who was threatening her life in the first place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll get back at you on the next one.